I really feel like I am helping do something for this country.
When you get down to it, it's very, very simple. This is all about us.
Hi, I'm Brian Bradshaw. I'm here with Boone Pickens, part of an ongoing series of educational videos about energy. Boone, thank you for being with us. We appreciate it. Today we're going to talk about the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, or the SPR, as it's commonly referred to. I've heard you talk about this before. Can you give us a little background about it and kind of what role it's supposed to serve?
Well, you remember the Arab embargo in 1973 and shut down oil from OPEC is what it amounted to. And that caused the SPR. I think that was 73. Then a law was developed in the United States, and we're going to store 750 million barrels of oil. It'll take a long time to get it in storage, but we'll start to do it. And we would do it in salt caverns in Louisiana and Mississippi. We had a good place to store it. It was safe there and rather easy to do. The government would buy the oil, put it in the storage. Well, that happened from 73, now 2013. We have 40 years has passed. The law was developed. It was carried out. It was to be used at times of emergency when oil wasn't available to the United States. Well, when you go back over that 40-year period, that there was only one time that we really had oil shut down, which was Desert Storm, 1991. The world was using 65 million barrels a day, and we had 5 million barrels that was shut off at that point. Okay, how much did we use during that period out of the SPR? We took 17 million barrels total, not a day, but total out of the SPR. We have 750 million in there. So that was the greatest one-time removal. Now, we did over, I believe the number is 28 million barrels is all we have ever taken out of the SPR. Now, Katrina, we had to take some oil, but it's never been the fear that we had after the Arab embargo. We've never had that problem. My question is that, look, this is a law 40 years old. We have 750 million barrels in storage today. We don't need that. The production in the United States has come up the last 3 years by 2 million barrels of oil a day. And we have oil in Alaska that we talked about in a prior segment. But here you are. I'm saying it's time to discuss the SPR. Decide what you want to do with it. But I can assure you that you could draw down half of it and it would not change anything. So we have really a dead asset sitting in the ground that maybe we ought to consider taking it out and monetize it.
We don't control prices anymore. We don't have price controls. So it kind of begs the question, is the SPR still relevant?
Exactly. There's no question. It is time to look at it. Look at it, decide what you want to do with it.
Given that the world uses 90 million barrels a day, we're in a global oil market. If something really catastrophic were to happen to the price of oil for whatever reason, is this kind of a false sense of security? Would it really be able to protect us against the price spike?
No, I don't think it would. But I do also think if, say, something happened to Iranian supply, which is about 4 million barrels a day, that you could supply the world that 4 million barrels out of SPR for a period of time. I mean, you do have the flexibility of that nobody else in the world has, having 750 million barrels in storage. Do I want to keep it at 750? I don't think so, but I think it's time to look at the SPR and decide what you want to do with it.
And so the country has actually got a lot of money made in this. I mean, the average price of the barrel of oil in the SPR is $
28 a barrel.
So dramatically lower. So we've got a lot of money made just sitting there. what would your recommendations be, I guess, if you were to pull some money out of this?
Well, let's say you take 400 million barrels out of it. So we're working with round numbers, but you don't want to mess up the price of oil. Go ahead and let it play out just like it is now. I did say, though, if you want to do anything about gasoline diesel prices, you can do it with natural gas. You can lower the price. What the bottom line to all this is, let's get an energy plan for America. We have resources here. We have the SPR. We have an abundance now of natural gas. We have what looks like plenty of oil production in the Bakken, Alaska, other places, West Texas, and all. But let's understand our resources and decide how we're going to deploy them.
Have someone pull all the pieces together for us, basically.
Yes.
Boone, thank you for your time. Very helpful as always. We appreciate it. Please, as always, questions and comments below the video. Thank you.